Viv, and for today's video I'm here with Paisley and we're back for another episode of Doll Size Christmas. So if you didn't know already, Doll Size Christmas is my holiday series where I am doing 7 days of doll size it videos leading up to the day of Christmas, and today, like I mentioned, is the 4th episode and we're going to be showing you how to make these really adorable oversized hoodies for your American Girl doll. So these hoodies are fully functional. There is a hood that does slide over the doll's head, so that's super cool. These are so perfect for winter because of the cozy and like comfortable vibe that they give off, and they're actually super easy to make. Also included for you in this video is another free pattern for this hoodie. So if you want to know how to make your own hoodie, you can download the pattern in the description box below and keep watching to find out how to make it. So this setting looks a little bit different because I was actually doing this at school because I made this hoodie for a school project of mine. But basically what you want to do for the pattern, if you don't want to use the one that I've linked in the description box down below, you just take your favorite t-shirt pattern and then you add seam allowance to make the hoodie as oversized as you like, and then you construct it, like the bodice portion of it, as if you were making a normal sweater. So you can see me facing the bodice pieces right sides together, and then I sew the shoulder seams. And I recently did a video on how to make an American Girl sweater, so if you haven't seen that, I'll link it in the description box down below because the process is basically the same. So you can see me sewing the side seams now, and I've added binding to the sleeves and the hem of the sweater, but I have not finished the neckline because that's where we are going to add the hood. I've also added Velcro, and you can see that I've started sewing it from the bottom because you want to leave space at the top for seam allowance for the hood. Sew the back seam of the hood, curving it at the top slightly and leaving the bottom inch of the seam unsewn. You will also want to either hem the hood or add a binding like I did to clean finish the hood so that we don't have to do it later. And you can also see that there is the back seam of the hood where it's finished at the top, however it is unsewn at the bottom. So now to pin the hood onto the bodice, you will want to take that unsewn portion of the hood back seam and line it up with the 2 points of the back panels. So it's easier once you watch me do it here, but you can see that on like that. If you were to lay the shirt out straight, then you're matching up the back seam of the hoodie, so the edge that isn't sewn, to one end of the sweatshirt. And pin that into place. And do the same on the other side. Then, at the front of the bodice, bring the other end of the hood, like so the finished end, to the front and pin it into place. And when you're doing this, be sure one side of the hood is overlapped on top of the other. This is going to give it that clean hoodie appearance. To keep my overlap portion in place, I used a needle and thread to sew on a basting stitch. This is just a loose running stitch that's going to hold it in place while I sew. It's a lot more secure than a pin, so I recommend you do this as well. Then you can go ahead and pin on the rest of the hood to the bodice portion of the sweatshirt. And sew it all the way around, and I like to do one side at a time. I find this makes it a lot easier. Flipped up the hood to look something like this, and you're basically done. All you have to do now is at the back portion, so at the seam, like the head hole, basically what this is you'll want to just fold it over and hem it so that there are no raw edges. And this step is optional, but you can go ahead and take a seam ripper or a scissor and cut 2 holes in the front of the hoodie using 1 layer only, and then insert a drawstring through the casing that you have made for the hem, or in my case, binding. So then to put on the hoodie, undo the Velcro, and you can now see that there's like a head hole opening, and you're going to want to put that onto your doll first. So you can see me sliding it over Paisley like so. And then just dress your doll as you normally would for a normal sweater, and then that's what the hoodie looks like with the hood up. Anyways guys, that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss videos like this in the Doll Size It series, other American Girl doll videos, Barbie, and Ever After High videos too. And if you have any suggestions on what type of videos you want to see in the series, you can let me know in the comment section down below or send me a picture on Instagram because I would love to see your suggestions. And don't forget to check out my Doll Size It playlist where you can see all the other episodes and Doll Size Christmas and videos of Doll Size It that I've done in the past. And yeah, thank you again for watching this video, and I'll see you next time for another one. Bye!